And then we've got our daily login rewards. So apparently, guys, this is a great time to start Watch of Realms, because on day 1, you're going to get Nocturne, who looks like an albino Darth Maul. Anyone who knows me and knows my channel knows I adore Watcher of Realms. I play this game every single day. I make at least one video on this game every single day. We do like 500 videos a year on Watcher of Realms here. But I am very quick to point out the negative when I think the negative deserves being pointed out. I don't like doing it all the time, but sometimes you just have to get really negative. That's what this video is gonna be. It's going to have a constructive spin to all of it. Do not worry, but I do want to discuss the 10 worst things in Watcher of Realms right now, because I think they're coasting a little bit. I think they're riding on past achievements, and the game has really plateaued, and it's kind of disappointing to see, because you want to see good games always building higher, and I see some really questionable things taking place. Also, guys, if you like this video and or you're appreciating what we're doing here on the channel, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That helps so much. And actually, in particular on this video, even more important than subscribing, though you still should do that, give this video a thumbs up, because the devs have proven in the past they take content and suggestions more seriously if it's upvoted. So give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and then let your specific comments and thoughts be known in the comment section below. And I think maybe we can inspire some really positive change in the game. I do love Watcher of Realms. I adore it. I still play it every day. I do takeovers every day. I make at least one video every single day, but I also believe it's just a good game. And that's awesome, because there aren't many good games out there, but it's not an amazing game, not until the game keeps pushing itself forward. I want this to be an amazing game. So like the video and let your voice be heard in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into it. The 10 worst things right now in Watcher of Realms, Year of Our Lord 2026. I did have a nice list of these things. I had like 20 things, but I didn't think they were specific enough or strong enough, so I narrowed my list down to 6 and then brought it to the community. So if you're not yet a member of my Discord, the Fast and the Fastidious, I do stuff like this all the time. Not for like negative, worst things in the game, biggest problems, but I try to source information and thoughts and sentiment from the community. We have a very big community here with over 12,000 members. Go ahead and join us in the Fast and the Fastidious. But you can see, I said, add everyone. I'm trying to narrow in on the 10 biggest problems in Watcher of Realms right now. I got 6 good ones in no order for sure at the moment. Anyone have any other thoughts about clear problems that can be fixed? And this is the list as I updated it. Here were my original 6, and this was a very, very active chat. You can see I started this chat only about 45 minutes ago, and you guys are awesome. We have an amazing community both here on the Fast and the Fastidious Discord and the Watcher of Realms gaming community, you know, on the whole. Look, someone's typing right now. This has just been popping off for a while. Really cool stuff. So we do have a top 10 biggest problems, and I hope the devs take this seriously. I will submit this video to them. And don't think I haven't engaged with them about a lot of these problems behind the scenes. I have, but I either haven't got answers or I've gotten incomplete answers. I figure if we let our voices be heard as a group, maybe we can get some actual action or at the very least some clarity. So first things first, the player center disappeared. It is just gone, and they didn't really announce it at all. One day after an update, players went in, they clicked on the burger menu, and that player center button that people were seeing here had poofed. It was gone. Why was this important? Well, this was a free-to-play way every day to farm up points, and even free-to-play, you could earn 400 free W gold a month. So that came out to like $4 US worth of W gold. It might not seem like much, but it really does add up over time. That's $48 a year. That could buy you at least 2 skins that you want. That could buy you 1 or 2 good packs. Players love this, and it just disappeared without warning, without announcement, and it's never really been addressed since. I've asked them about it 3 different times behind the scenes, and every time they've basically told me the same thing. They say, it is under maintenance, and we'll give you an update as soon as there's an update to give. It's been down now for weeks, 3 or 4 weeks already, and I asked them just a couple days ago, the start of this week, and they still had no update to give. We don't know why they got rid of it, and we don't know when it's coming back. We don't know if it's coming back in a similar way. I'm guessing they thought this was too generous, giving $4 of W gold a month. I don't think it was too generous, and I hope they bring it back. I don't care much about it personally, if I can be frank, but I know a lot of players love this, It is a great way to guarantee yourself 2 or 3 skins a year, and it's gone, and that's not very fun. So they need to address this and give us a plan and explain what's going on, because I don't like when things happen in any game, but especially in Watch of Realms, because I love Watch of Realms, when things kind of happen and occur in the dead of the night. Things are kind of swept away, things disappear, there's no communication. I just think it stinks. So the player center, we need to hear more about that. That's a big problem that it just disappeared and we don't really know what's going on. Next up, you can see this is something I have a big issue with. They keep rerunning old events instead of making the cool, amazing events they built their game upon the new, cool, amazing events. And I don't think we've ever seen a bigger swing and a miss. Well, maybe not even a swing and a miss, because I think you could argue they didn't even swing. It's just a big missed opportunity on the whole with this Rosalia and Pierre Painter event. So if we click down to the Canvas in Bloom event, there is no Canvas in Bloom event. The Canvas in Bloom event is one mini game and then some banners. It's beautiful. I mean, look at the potential for a special boss stage where the painters go up against an evil canvas or whatever. If you want to be an evil paintbrush, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is beautiful, right? What could be more visually engaging than 2 heroes built around the idea of paint and watercolor and, you know, Roy G. Biv, this whole spectrum of color and contrast. But no, we're not getting any actual gameplay around this besides this one little mini game, the Masterful Strokes. It does sound like it's possible as part of the upcoming banner weekend with Diao Chan and everything. They don't explicitly list it here, but people said they were talking about it on Discord. It's possible we're going to get a rerun of the Moonlight Lovers or the Starcross Lovers, whatever, that Lubu and Diao Chan event from last year. But that was last Valentine's Day event. Yeah, that was a great event a year ago. Rerunning it because you didn't want to make a new event stinks. I think the events are one of the things Watch of Realms does better than almost any game in the genre, and more often now, they're putting less and less effort into them, and they're just rerunning old events. You know, I think the bare minimum would be, if they do actually rerun the Diao Chan Lubu stages and events and Redeem Shop, that'd be cool, because it's better than nothing. We don't know that they're doing that yet. It's not officially announced, but if they do that, I think the bare minimum would be do a cosmetic overhaul, do a reskin, and make it be all about Rosalia and Pierre and paint. Don't make it about Moonlit Lovers or whatever Diao Chan and Lubu are. So I just think it's a huge disappointment. This is something they could do so much better. I have a lot more thoughts on this specifically, so I will have another video on it, I think on Monday. I think they botched the whole thing. I think the banners they botched. I think the lack of a guarantee they botched. I think the fact that they're introducing Pierre when he's not guaranteed in any way, and people have so many issues with non-lords from Ancient Summoning. That's coming up later, don't worry. But yeah, I think that's a big problem. Let's soldier on to number 3. Smileone is gone in the United States. Smileone has the best discounts in all the game for spenders. It has the best bundle rewards. It has the best special shop offers you can only get through Smileone. There's so many things, right? You get these cumulative top-up rewards. Smileone definitively is the best way for players to get tons of discounted W Gold and to get tons of freebies and rewards and top-up extras along the way. And some of the best packs they offer are strictly through Smileone. And it's just gone in the US, entirely gone. And I don't think it could be for any other reason than they're having some issue with Skystone, and Skystone wasn't getting a cut of the Smileone money since that's based in China, and that's some friction. And this is another thing, the disappearance of Smileone in the US, that was originally just poofed from the game with no real announcement. They did quickly address it thereafter, but there's no timetable. They didn't explain why. It has to be some behind-the-scenes greedy money thing, which I guess is fine, but I just think they could be a little clearer. I understand this might be a sensitive issue, but it's just gone. It hurts creators because we all have Smileone contracts with them, and a third to 40% of our audience now can't use Smileone unless they use a VPN or something, which you can do. And for non-US players, you'll find my Smileone links in the description of every video. But all in all, I don't get why this is gone without it being addressed in a real way. I asked them about this multiple times too, and they just said, we're working on it. It's under maintenance. That seems to be the operative phrase they fall back to. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's cool to the spenders based out of the US. This also coincided with them absolutely forcing everyone in the US physically onto the US client if they don't have a VPN. Next up, this one's quick. We never get new epics in this game. This is the most top-heavy game I've ever played in my entire life, and I've probably played 20 different gotchas at this point, seriously. I do consider myself somewhat of a gacha expert. Definitely, I'd say in like the dark fantasy medieval style, like this and Raid and Dragonair, but I've played a good amount of the animes too. It is shocking and from what I've played, I'm sure other games have done this, but from what I've played, unprecedented, never seen before, the top heaviness of the hero rarity hierarchy. We have so many more legendaries in this game than non-legendaries. I mean, look at the fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7.5 lines of legendary fighters. 1, 2, 3, and this basically fills it out. It's about 3 lines of epics. We have over double the legendary fighters than we do epics. This is a pattern we see everywhere. It is insane. We do not get new epics in this game, basically ever. We got Vixera almost a year ago as part of a shard summoning fusion event. Fusions are coming up at the very end of this video, don't worry. But with Vixera, that's the last new epic we got. Unless I'm totally forgetting about someone, Vixera almost a year ago was the last new epic. Before that, I'm pretty sure it was Esoteria Order. I think it was Phelan. That was over a year ago, or exactly a year ago now. Before that, it was Elysia, which is like a year and a half ago at this point. It's just a joke. In that time, we've gotten like 40 new legendaries or something. We've gotten more new legendary lords than we've gotten epics, right? Since that time, we've got Nastia, we've got Ezerith, we've got Rivenhald. Those 3 are all more recent than Phelan. So in the time we've gotten 1 epic, we've gotten 3 new legendary lords. It boggles the mind. It is insane. And I don't know what's going on with this game. I don't know how they think this is interesting character building. We still don't have an epic that can do anti-heal. We still don't have an epic besides Hollow that can do reliable rage regeneration. These epics don't have to be OP, but introduce them. It is insane. It's insane. On to number 5. I've done multiple entire videos on this, so I'm going to keep it very brief. We still do not have non-Lord Ancient Pity, and that is a disgrace. You know, it doesn't have to be 80. It could be. It doesn't have to be 90. It could be. Heck, it doesn't have to be 150. I think it should be 200 as a maximum, hopefully a lower number, but there should be a number of summons where we have a pity kick in for non-Lord legendaries. You know, some people are very lucky. I've been lucky recently, getting tons of non-Lord legendaries. I haven't gone on a cold streak in like 2 years. This has nothing to do with me. My account's been pretty cracked out for Ancients when it comes to non-Lords. Wish we pulled a couple more Valara or something, or I finally pulled Dirtsa, but I'm not complaining. It's been very, very good. However, many people will go 200 summons, 300 summons, 400 summons, 500 summons. I've heard of 700 summons where someone did not pull a single non-Lord legendary. They are making these non-Lord legendary ancient exclusive units the most important units in the game for tons of content, particularly PvP, and there's no reliable way to get them. Because you can summon hundreds of times without it kicking in. They need to do something about this. It's the most requested thing by me, by many other content creators I know personally. I see it on these suggestions all the time. I've made a suggestion that got almost 1,000 likes about this. I made another one that had like 700 likes. I don't know what else there is to say except Moonton, the players want this. Just do something. If you don't want to make it too generous, don't make it too generous, but there needs to be a fail-safe here, right? There needs to be something. People cannot go 300 pulls in a row and only pick up a Venoma. Or maybe they go 400 pulls and they only get a Twin Fiend and a Demi. It's a joke. Fix this. The game's so good, this is so bad. Now, this is something I have a huge issue with. No new gear sets. This is a collector RPG. What is a collector RPG if not a gearing simulator? That's what these games are. And you want to keep that fresh, you need to give us new fun ways to gear. And the easiest way to do that is through new gear sets. And it's been at least a year and a half since we've gotten any. The last time we got any, let's actually see and let's look when we go to the filters. It was Astral Guardian, and then if we go to the right side, I think it was Morale, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Definitely I think it was Morale and Wings of Grace. I think that's what it was. For sure it was Wings of Grace. Actually, I can tell you that. That wasn't in the original crop. So it was definitely Astral Guardian and Wings of Grace, and then I think Morale. Those two for sure. Those are the last new gear sets we got so long ago. So long ago. If they don't want to add an extra slot on the left side, they don't want it to go weapon, breastplate, and then boots or something, or hat, helmet, whatever, that's fine. We need something to change up the gearing in some interesting way. Give us a couple new gear sets. Give us new gear sets that do more than just boost damage or boost stats, right? Give us a gear set that adds a chance to put out slows, to put out stuns. Give a gear set that gives us a chance to do a signature damage over time effect like burning or poison, right? Let's do that. Imagine if you could all of a sudden make other esotericists really viable in a poison comp because we had a poison set in this game. I'm literally thinking of this right now and I'm getting excited. What if we had a nice poison set that would increase your damage by 10% and make it so your basic attacks have a 40% chance to land a poison. Then Falsia could be used in a really reliable way in the poison comp for people who don't have Vorn or something, right? That would be really, really cool. But no, it remains boring and unchanged, and I don't get it. Add this. Every other game continually adds new gear sets. Dragonair Silent Gods just added 10 new gear sets with their new season that just launched. Season 4 has 10 new gear sets. What are we doing? Dragonair is a baby game, right? They stopped and started. They do a lot of things right, but they have not been running with as much continued success as Watch of Realms, yet the gearing variety is so much deeper, and that doesn't make sense to me. This kind of ties into multiple things we said. Number 7, by the way, these are in no order, but number 7, the communication has just vanished, right? We have not heard about why the player center disappeared. We didn't get a good answer about Smileone. We never heard an answer about the non-Lord Ancient Pity, even though these are things that we talk about all the time. It just doesn't make sense. They are slightly better than they used to be when it comes to telling us about future banners, but let's be honest, almost all of you, if you're like hyper online and you're making it 20 minutes into a Fastidious video, you're getting leaks from Discord somewhere, right? There's so many of these servers out there that are doing leaks and rumors. I try not to engage with it. All the information, all the images, it's all out there. And that's how we're getting our news, because they refuse to communicate in an official way that actually I think would benefit the game. If they hyped up Pyr and Rosalia in a clear way with dates weeks ago, they would have made more money. I think that's a fact. We saw that when Destin used to do leaks all the time. The game, people were looking forward to every banner, and the game was doing really well. It's not that it's not doing well now, but undeniably it wasn't costing them money. They should just have an official announcement at the start of each month giving the calendar or something. If we actually go to their official Discord, they have this dev insight section, and this thing has died. It has completely and utterly died. We used to get dev insights all the time, and you can see dating back to November, we've gotten how many dev insights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Might not sound that bad. It's 8. Well, why are people doing poop emoji BAD? Because there's nothing in here. 4 answers. We used to get these once a week with 20 to 40 answers to different questions. Now they are picking and choosing random stuff every 2 to 3 weeks and answering 3 to 4 questions. Like, it's just goofy as heck, and I don't know what they're doing. Susie Plays used to make a video about the dev insights every week, and it was interesting every single week because there were new insights every week. Now it is just comedy. I mean, this is a joke. What is this one? This one actually isn't even a dev insight. This is just an apology letter about the Demon Soldier balancing Fiasco in the Pantheon. This is the only one that got good engagement. This one, they say poop emoji ×9 short. This is the one from January. What did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers that time. It used to be 20 to 30 a week. Now it's 3 to 4 every couple weeks. There's not much more to say except the poop emoji's kind of earned. I don't know what they're doing. By the way, people are still typing here. It's popping off. Join the Discord. Almost done now, guys. Arena, this one can be short and sweet too. I do have a big Arena video planned on how I would change Arena, but I'll give you the short version now. This is boring. Every team's basically the same. It's super uninspired. There's always a meta team and 1 to 2 off meta teams, but usually the off meta teams share heavily with the meta team, and that's basically it at the higher levels. The newer accounts in the game that don't have all these super premium ancient exclusive units or limited units, and certainly don't have god tier gear, are stuck in Platinum 1, maybe Platinum 2. This is not a nice place to be for anyone that hasn't been playing forever. Even I have to put an effort to hit Overlord each week. I am going to start pushing towards Apex in the coming months, but I don't like engaging with this content too much just because I think it's trash, right? It's just the same stuff. They changed the maps over a year ago. A little bit. It was kind of interesting for a week. Then we kind of solved those maps, and then it was basically done. There'll be one interesting strategy or hero innovation every couple months, and that is it. Or they'll just introduce the new super hot exclusive unit, like Dracula or Cithra, or as you're about to see, Pierre, Rosalia probably for some of this stuff. Cadgram, right? And that's it. There's nothing here. So what they need to do, I think, it's a couple things. Cycle through a few different kinds of maps. It's so easy to do. It's a tower defense game. Why are we doing the same map every day for a year? Cycle through every 2 weeks, change up the maps, and have modifiers. Chaotic units deal 30% more damage this week, and Arbiters deal 30% less damage. Nightmare units have increased attack speed of an additional 40%, but Cultist units have reduced attack speed of 50%. Or maybe Esoteria units have increased crit damage, but Watcher units have reduced healing. I mean, you could think of it in so many ways. These are really off the top of my head, but there's so many little things they could do to tinker with this and force more creativity each week, more problem solving, and more fun. Because this is the stalest content, and it actually is fairly high potential content. It just doesn't feel like that because it sucked so much for so long. Now, this is a huge issue I have, but it was also heavily, heavily brought up in this discussion. The poor marketing, the dishonest marketing, and the cheap marketing of the game. We're all heavily invested in this game, or most of us, if we've been playing for a while and been loving it for a while. We've put a lot of time into this game. Many people have put a lot of money into this game. And frankly, they are not doing us any favors in keeping the game alive by marketing it in such a poor way. They just lie in their marketing, and it's just AI generated or dishonest or both. So if we go here, some of you guys shared some great pictures. Shout out to Super Stan, who found the most. But there are so many ads out there. I see them all the time. I've been on them because they take me and put them on these. So many of these ads where it's just false. Like, who the heck is this guy? This kind of post-apocalyptic robot skeleton helmet guy with bunny ears, clearly AI generated. Use gift code WAR777 for this guy. He doesn't exist in the game. How about this chick? She's not real. These aren't characters in the game. How about this incredible run shared by Super Stan? Here's a piece of content that doesn't exist in the game, featuring whatever this is, some kind of enemy or hero that doesn't exist in the game, numbers that make no sense within the game, and then we've got our daily login rewards. So apparently, guys, this is a great time to start Watch of Realms, because on day one, you're going to get Nocturne, who looks like an albino Darth Maul. This character does not exist in the game. That's just some lazy AI artwork. Then we've got on day two, Jorge. This is not Jorge. Jorge is a cultist skeleton defender. This is a cutesy little, I don't even know what this is, like Funko Pop kind of character. I mean, what even are we looking at? It's just fake. It's AI. Day three, you get Kriya, but she's Ezrin now, and she's a magic healer, but she's Kriya. This isn't real. More AI generation, some kind of assassin, again, kind of that Darth Maul vibe, some kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This isn't Morrigan. You know that's not Morrigan. Day five, Vorn. Vorn is a chubby, kind of mutated poison archer. This is some chick from the desert in some other game. This is like a character from the Dune video game. This is a lie. Day six, apparently you get Carosa, but she's kind of like Nocturne now. She's got this skull mask. I don't know what we're looking at. And then apparently you get Lady Alex. Lady Alexandra, I can't even speak. Apparently you get Lady Alexandra on day seven. The hardest to get hero in the game you get for free on day seven, but she's an AI generated bog witch. What are we doing? You have so many beautiful characters. You don't need to make fake BS. So annoying. It's crazy. Here's another insane one. Thank you, Super Stan, again for this one. Look at this. Just fake content. These are those horrible ads you see on Instagram or YouTube where you have stuff coming at you and you have to shoot at it. Apparently, you can use Artemis and then a Mickey Mouse glove to fight this. It's a joke. It's dishonest. It makes me feel dirty that I cover this game for a living. There's a giant spider. The insect burrow exists in this game, apparently, and you control some Elden Ring character or something. Well, what am I looking at? Then there's this. It's a POV slasher where you've got a sword and you're fighting the Internal Blaze. This is a monster that does not exist in the game. Oh, of course, we all how much do we all know and love the Frostfell Phantoms? I mean, that we love. Yeah, this is a cool mode in the game that definitely does not exist. Misty Marsh, okay, very fun, more fake content. They don't think the game's strong enough to bring in players in a real way. And then here are some more lies. You get Lust for free on day one. That's not true. Honora on day two. These are all limiteds. No. Day three, we're getting Idril with her hooker costume. Sure. Then we all remember when we got Diachan for free, half naked on day four, maybe more than half naked. We loved getting Ingrid. Who didn't get it? This is why the game's so fun and easy. We all got Ingrid for free on day five. Day six, we got Zila 2. And day seven, we got Magda in her alternative skin. Great 7-day login rewards that do not exist. So it just stinks. And like, the game's so good. The character models are so good. Why do they have to lie to new players? Why do they have to do false advertising? Why do they have to do this lazy, cheap advertising? They could just take a cinematic, right? Just take Ingrid's cinematic and just have text that says, this game is that good, download it, and people would do it. But no, they lie, and they use AI, and it's annoying, and I don't like it. All right, let's jump to the top now, and let's see the last couple points I wanted to make. Number 10, there's still no in-game pity counter or tracker. This is not a huge deal, but I just don't get how, in a game with so much friendly stuff for players when it comes to UI, there's no way to track your pity in the game, right? If I want to know how many ancients it's been since I last pulled a legendary lord, I have to go to details, I have to go to summoning record, and I have to count. So you can see these don't count because there's no non-Lord Ancient Pity. So we keep going. I think it was an Iax. Yeah, there we go. So it's 6, 10. So I'm at 76, and this is something I always do. I write it in my bio. I also have a tool on my website you guys can use for free, just like everything on my website. Everything's free. This is going to be a place you can just log it or just write it here in your bio. You can see Ancient Pity 76. Why don't we just have a tracker? I don't get it. Like other games like Raid don't have a tracker. This game should have a tracker. Add a tracker. It just the counter's there because it's counting internally behind the scenes. Give us a visualization of that so people know this. It'd be such an easy thing to do, and it would be celebrated by the community. And I think it would make them more money because players would be more confident when they were close to pity, and players would shell out some cash so they could hit that pity. So that'd be a really simple final thing. More of a suggestion than a problem, but it is something they could easily fix. So that's going to be that, guys. If you have any additional stuff or you want to let your voice be heard, let them know in the comment section below. Like I said at the beginning of the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly with this video, give this video a thumbs up, because if you want to make sure they take this video seriously, if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you disagree but you want to post your comments below, giving it a like will make it visible to the devs, and it's more likely that they're going to engage with what we're talking about here, because we did source most of this as a community. Final bonus, just for the end, guys, there are no fusions. The last fusion was a shard summoning event, which isn't actually a fusion. That was for Astriel. Before that, it was almost a year earlier. We had one for Celine. A couple months before Celine, it was Maw. And then after with Maw, I mean, it was maybe, I don't know how long before Maw. It was ages. We had the Micah permanent fusion, and that was basically it. The only single time fusion we've ever had on the global server, true story, only one ever, a true traditional fusion, was Crowdor, which was exactly 2 years ago. It was like March, almost exactly. It was March or April of 2024. I don't know what's going on in this game. There is a million good things. My other videos talk about the good things. This is about the bad things. Please, Moonton, take this seriously. You are so close to having an amazing game on your hands, but as it's always been, this game is just good. And that's great, because a lot of games aren't good, but this game still isn't great, and it's never going to be great if we don't keep pushing the game forward. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.